In this video, we are going to look at the first conditional. Generally, we use the first conditional to talk about a likely result of a possible situation or condition. In this example, the condition is me going to Dubai. The result of this is that I will visit the Burj Khalifa. Some more examples of the first conditional are: if the weather is nice at the weekend, I'll go to the beach. If he does more exercise, he will lose weight. If you don't hurry, we will miss the bus. In first conditional sentences, there are two parts or clauses. The first part is the condition, and starts with if. In this clause, we use a present tense. The second part is the result, and we use the future simple. We use a comma to separate the two parts. We can change the order of the clauses. So, we can say, I will go to the beach at the weekend if the weather is nice, he will lose weight if he does more exercise, and we will miss the bus if you don't hurry. When we write these sentences in this order, we don't use a comma. Let's practice this. Look at the pictures and think of some first conditional sentences to describe the situations and a possible result. Here are some verbs to help you. Pause the video to give yourself time to write your sentences. Then return to see some examples. Welcome back. Here are some possible first conditional sentences to describe the pictures. If it rains, we won't go to the beach. I'll visit the doctors if I feel ill. If she studies hard, she will get good grades. Remember, you can also change the order of the clauses. When we are speaking, we usually use contractions.
If the weather is nice at the weekend, I'll go to the beach.
If he does more exercise, he'll lose weight.
We'll miss the bus if you don't hurry.
We can use unless to mean if not. For example, unless we hurry, we'll be late, means the same as, if we don't hurry, we'll be late. Similarly, he won't lose weight unless he does more exercise, means the same as, he will lose weight if he does more exercise. And we can also use modal verbs such as may, might, and could, instead of will, to express how certain we are of the result. For example, if it rains, we might not go to the beach. I may visit the doctors if I feel ill. If she studies hard, she could get good grades. The first conditional is used in different situations, and has different functions. One example is, when we want to give advice. Here, we often use should, instead of will.
If you start saving some money each week, you should have enough to buy a car next year.
You should wear a coat if you're cold.
We can also use the first conditional to give warnings. For example, you'll get an electric shock if you touch that wire.
You'll hurt yourself if you're not careful.
And we can use the first conditional to talk about plans. Here we usually use when, instead of if. I'll complete the report when I have time.
When I come to Paris, I'll call you.
Look at these questions. Using the first conditional, how would you answer them? Pause the video to give yourself time to write your answers. Now find someone to practice asking and answering the questions.